Question 581. What is the most expensive thing you've had eaten or seen eaten by a pet?
I've seen one trash a remote control one time, but that wasn't all that it's expensive.
It wasn't all that expensive, but the worst thing I ever saw one of my pets eat was my mother's birthday cake.
The most expensive thing I've seen them eat was my mom had a loose diamond and one of her dogs ate it.
Oh.
Oh gosh.
Did you get it back?
We did. We got it back.
Was it a bit pooey?
No, we had it removed by the vet because it was cut to where it might actually hurt the dog.
So how big a diamond was it?
It was a really small diamond, but we were just really worried about it because it was a small dog.
Wasn't that the plot of one of those
Snatch
Guy Ritchie films? Yeah.
Exactly.
Snatch,
That's why I love that part of Snatch. It makes me laugh so hard just because of that part.
But don't they feed that laxatives?
Yeah.
I think we do, yeah.
One of my favourite bit of that film is just, I think, you got the guy there, he's a big tough gangster man, and the other guy's just, right, shoot the dog. He's like, it's a bit strong, isn't it?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I love Vinnie Jones too. He was amazing in that movie.
Badger?
I'm pretty sure my friend's guinea pigs once chewed through their Ethernet cable.
That's pretty horrific.
That sounds tasty. Nom, nom, nom.
That reminds me of... I mean, the dogs here have eaten lots of things. We've lost remote controls. We've lost hearing aids. 150 quid hearing aid. One of them ate that. But, see, are they technically a pet? We've had mice that have eaten the electrics. And we had a little fire in the wall. That was fun.
I mean, you technically do feed them, so they're kind of pets.
But they obviously weren't getting enough food if they weren't if they were eating if they were eating the wiring.
They do that anyway. They just like wires.
That's a good point, actually. The mice that live near my burrow, they are in they're in the shed, and they were chewing through all the containers that keep the bird seed in. So I just decided to leave some bird seed on the floor, and they just eat that and stop chewing through the containers.
That would... I'm trying to think. We had... Do you know what? It might even be the most expensive thing I've owned that they've eaten, which was a £40 sack of dog food. And we went outside, and the only thing that was in the sack was a very, very fat dead mouse at the bottom.
Oh, goodness.
I've had a cat get into the cat food and eat all of it before, but I think it was only like $30 for that type of cat food, so the diamond was still more expensive.
Manda said, my kitchen floor, when Leah was a puppy, came home to the entire thing being torn up.
I saw a picture of the dog. I think it was like a lino floor, and the dog had found a seam and like chewed through the edge, pulled the whole thing up, and was using it as a blanket.
Yeah, ours have done that. Do you know what else is interesting? And this isn't eaten. They destroyed... We had chihuahuas. And they used to sleep in our utility room. And they destroyed... They basically, by pissing on it, destroyed the front end of a washing machine. Right, because they just kind of dribble on the thing, so you don't notice it, and it just rusted away the entire bottom.
So what happened? Did it just collapse?
Yeah, pretty much. It just kind of dropped forward.
That's horrible and hilarious at the same time.
They're small dogs, but they can build up stuff all the time.
Many years ago, I used to have a Chihuahua. They can be it's very surprising what they're capable of.
Very much. I mean, like I said, we had.
Chihuahuas are vicious.
They are. They are. They make up for their size.
I will tell you this much that our one, there were like Rottweilers and German Shepherds on our block, but they were all afraid of the Chihuahua. They wouldn't. They were terrified of him.
At the time that we had 3 Chihuahuas, we had 2 Alsatians. One of the Alsatians was a properly trained guard dog, very vicious, and the Chihuahuas ran rings around him. And you put his meal down on the floor, and all of a sudden a Chihuahua would appear from nowhere, drag this bowl. They couldn't pick it up. It's huge. It's drag this bowl to behind the sofa where the Alsatian couldn't get it, and then eat his food.
They're smart and they're vicious.
If you enjoyed that, please hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. If you think you've got a better answer or just want to tell us how wrong we are, leave a comment down below. Subscribe down here for new questions every day, and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss out on our live shows. If you click over here, you'll see our latest upload. Over here, for what YouTube thinks you'll love the most. And finally, for a complete playlist of all our currently released questions, click here.